What's up, Super Troopers? So, I'll admit that I'm not okay. I have some mental problems that doctors are pretty much refusing to actually classify because I only have check 3 or 4 out of the 5 boxes for schizophrenia. I've got half of the symptoms of bipolar. So essentially, I'm mentally as healthy as Chris Paul on the court or Rob Gronkowski's forearm and back. It'll hold up for a bit and then suddenly it'll break. But to be a champion, you can't afford to let those tiny breaks get you down. You gotta sack up and make it in anyways. I'm a day late for deadlifts, but I'm still gonna do them. I'm strapped for time today. I'm still gonna do them. I'm not gonna skip anything. It's a little selfish, but at the end of the day, before you can really take care of anyone else or anything else, you got to take care of yourself first. So let's go and deadlift. Let's get this over with. So, I've been admitted to mental institutions 3 times before. Once after I broke the Teen Raw bench world record. It was about a week or 2 after doing that. A friend got concerned that I was a danger to myself, called the cops, they picked me up, they brought me to the hospital, and that was the first time I was admitted into a mental institution. The second time, which was the most terrifying one, was a couple years ago, about 3 or 4 months after my first meet back after the herniated disc. I was working, not making enough money to get by. We had to move in with my brother. Nothing I was doing was able to cut it. And my doctor, I developed somnophobia, which is the fear of falling asleep. And my doctor decided that the solution to that was to treat me for schizophrenia with Abilify, and that did not go so well. I remember it was 4th of July weekend. Nothing I wanted more in the world was to go and watch the fireworks display down at the Weirs Beach, and it was essentially the sounds would set me in a spiral of fear and panic. I don't want to compare it to PTSD from soldiers coming back from active battlefield, because I'm nowhere brave enough to serve my country like that. You know that scene in The Incredible Hulk where Edward Norton's taking a shower? He looks up at the shower head and all he can see is a railgun shooting at him? That's what it felt like. That's what fireworks were to me. I couldn't go outside. I couldn't show my face. I cocooned myself. I was supposed to take my cousin to the gym to teach him proper form, and instead of doing that, I ended up going to the hospital, and I got institutionalized at the mental institution there for an extended period. That was the most terrifying experience of my life, but it was a safe spot for me to withdraw from the Abilify, and they put me on new medication, and it kind of fixed for the time being. And then the third time was when 2020, when lockdowns happened. My gym was closed. I couldn't get to the gym. So I filled my time with my schoolwork, right? I was doing 25-hour days, constantly doing schoolwork, sleep for 6 to 8 hours, healthily, but stay up for 14, do schoolwork for 17 hours in a row, straight, nonstop. Go to sleep, wake up, do it all over again. I finished off the semester, and then I went into, I took summer classes because, I mean, what are you gonna do when the world's locked down and the gym's closed? That was not good for my mental. I snapped my phone in half like a pencil. I tore my steering wheel in half like a sheet of paper, and I got brought institutionalized again mental institution, and ever since I've been pretty good. I was there for longer than the inpatient. This was an outpatient one, but it's terrifying. When you know you're not okay, it's okay to find help. It's sometimes the right thing is hard to do, and it's terrifying to do sometimes, but it's the right thing to do for your future. At this point, I'm down, but it's a different. I don't have to go back. It's, you know, when you're lifting, squats specifically, and you get out of your power line, your form kind of breaks down, and you kind of have to good morning it up a little bit, and you're like, ugh, really? Did I really just do that? That's where I'm at right now with my mental. I feel down, but part of me is like, well, yeah, it's gonna happen sometimes. You can't appreciate the good days without some bad days. And sometimes I just have some really shitty days, and my mental health gets to me. But the stronger part of me is like, all right, we stumbled. Let's just get back to it. Let's get back to normal. Let's feel better. Do all the steps that you've learned throughout the multiple times I've been in a mental institution, and let's figure this out. Let's get healthy. Let's feel better. It's gonna be worth it in the end. So that's what I'm doing. I'm proceeding with my regular schedule, my regular routine, because you need that solid grounding to solidify your footing for you to be able to jump back up to where you were. So yeah, a little insight into my past without too many details.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say, anywhere you go.
Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell your mom I posted. She's my #1 fan. Ask her about me sometime.